I got that Dirty Jersey song in my head the whole fucking day. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Day after day after
It's a great take, Schmuel. I cannot disagree in the least.
You know, I don't get it. All right, so I got to get into the where is he? Hold on a second. We'll get here. So I want to before I go into so Mersh called me the N-word, and among other things, parasocial, terminally online, all sorts of stuff. And actually, you know what? Instead of explaining it first, let's watch it.
Sure.
And then I'll go through it. I don't know how long it is, but I'll try to let it run as much as I can here.
I got to be honest with you, man. I'm really like overall just fucking done with the dabbleverse. I can't even tell you like. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I had the most infuriating conversation with somebody in the dabbleverse. Let's just say that.
Who was it, Mike?
I had a very annoying, very enraging conversation with somebody in the dabbleverse. It really got on my fucking nerves. It really really underscored my what I hate about besides the fact that it's a bunch of boomers making AI slop. The
Rap
fact
on
that
it, Mike.
They failed to gatekeep, and now the place is a fucking zoo. But the parasocial shit that goes on in the dabbleverse is insane. I had an enraging conversation. Again, I'm not going to say who it was with. Let's just call him Schmuel B. No, that's too much of a giveaway. Let's call him S. BUCKMAN.
Oh, Mike, you really enjoyed that joke
obvious.
that you made.
It was weird, man. It was a very weird, sort of intrusive conversation. And I ended up calling him the N-word multiple times with the hard R.
Oh, no.
While talking to him because he was getting on my and I like Schmuel. I still like Schmuel.
Everybody likes me who talks.
But
right
Schmuel kind of, he stepped over the line with me yesterday and it got on my fucking nerves.
Oh, Schmuel, I'm walking here.
Stepped over the line.
It was a whole bunch of shit. It was like,
where do you hear how I stepped over that line?
he kept saying all this vague shit, alluding to my relationship. Don't fuck this up. And, and then he DM and he's like, rough week, huh? Trouble in paradise, talking about, my relationship. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you alluding? Oh, no, nothing. And I'm like, don't fucking talk to me in riddles, Schmuel. I don't like this shit. Women do this.
Hey, boss, can you pull up Rover's
You got
chat,
something to
please?
say, get it off your fucking chest. But I'm not going to play riddle time with you.
Schmuel, do you mind pausing this for 1 sec?
And he's like, well,
Rover is right on the fucking money, and I watched this stream. Now he's going to go to Comicsgate, a bunch of boomers making comic book slop. 1,000,000%. I saw him ball washing Ethan Van Sciver. You're acting like this is totally different. Oh, the dabbleverse is weird and parasocial. Unlike the guys who are concerned that, oh no, there was a lady on the cover of this comic book. It's fucking wild. We've gone now past how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. And we're going to say that this is weird and parasocial. This is actually good and cool. Yeah, that was wild. I appreciate that, Rover.
Very funny.
I just want to make sure that you and Ice Dancer are doing all right because I don't want any of this shit to affect your relationship. And I'm like,
never said that.
What do you mean? What about my relationship? And then he starts, and then I go what do you mean? What do you know that I don't? Right? And he was insinuating that I had trouble that I needed to deal with Ice Dancer, and I was like, the fuck are you? What are you alluding to here? And then he, so I go well, what specifically do you think is a problem right now in my relationship? He proceeds to go oh man, I just know you had a falling out with the dabbleverse, you've had a rough week, and giving you shit and stuff, and I immediately blew up on him. because he's been sending me all these vague messages, like insinuating that my relationship's falling apart. And then when I dig, all right, fine. So we're cool, right? And he's like, yeah, man, I don't want you guys to have like sour shit because of the.
How is that a Schmuel voice?
Think about like, this is.
It's not, because it never, those words never flowed from my mouth or my fingertips.
It's not my life. We don't talk about the internet or drama shit or the dabbleverse or the sector or any of this shit. It's not what our relationship is based on.
May I remind you of what happened with Haley? Right?
Yeah.
We're not basing this on internet.
My girlfriend didn't call into NLO.
That shit. So then I'm talking to her and I'm like, we're cool, right? She's like, yeah. So then finally I get to the point where I'm getting frustrated and I'm like, bro, I literally just spoke to Brixton. She's fine. We're fine. So I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what this cocksucker says to me? Who's Brixton? He goes, who's Brixton? I said, the fucking woman you have been speaking on behalf of for the past fucking couple of hours in my DMs. Fucking nerve of this guy. Yeah, I'm just trying to look out for you and your relationship. You don't even know her name, you fucking weirdo. It's parasocial, dude. It's fucking.
Excuse me, can you pause it?
Yeah.
Okay, wouldn't knowing her name be more parasocial, Mike? Like, your arguments don't make sense within what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you clearly accept this.
You broke ass niggas are too cheap for a 25.99 membership. This is why Merch had to call you a terminally online hard R. Schwarzer Piet. I finally took enough edibles to find these intrusive chats fun. Substance abuse to AI pipeline is troubling. Free Palestine. Hasta siempre, Comandante Shiggy Jones. Ante.
That's right.
We're far enough along that I think I can say how this whole thing transpired, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mersh and I have been friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that we're not, and we've DM'd back and forth for quite a while. Excuse me. And although I wouldn't take advice from him on how to run my life, I do think that he's got talent in the radio stuff. He's got the whole radio thing. He's got this ability to take stories that are probably not his and turn them into his. He's a character. Mm-hmm. And he can handle 3 hours on the stream and keep people interested. I'm fascinated by it. So I've asked him a lot of those questions. And I've said to, and we've talked, and I've asked him things about doing a solo stream. I found it very difficult to talk into just talking to the computer without
mm-hmm.
a voice interacting with me. I think that's about as deep as we've gotten. But somewhere in these DMs, and I'm not going to look back. A few weeks ago, Mersh said to me that he wanted Cookie and I to adopt him and Ice. Right? So anyway, so you think you're friends, or friendly, I should
mm-hmm.
say. And I'm not a dummy. I know what this guy's just a streamer, and you chit chat with these people, blah, blah, blah. But in any event, about, a week and a half ago, I sent him a $25 Ko-Fi. And I always make the messages private on it.
That's right.
And because I don't need him to mention it to anybody or whatever, but coming out now. And he sent me back thanks, man. It's been a real shit week. Right? All right. So we hear that. So fast forward to Friday morning. And Friday morning, I sent him a DM that said, back to the ring. That was at 9:30. And at 12:30, I was like, rough week, huh? And he said, how so? And then I wrote, can't imagine your chick is feeling all happy, joyous, and free. And this was because Thursday night, Melton had smashed all of them. But I thought I was joking, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, I did send him, and then later on, I sent him a donation, and I put in the thing, relationship tip, joking, relationship tip, don't fuck it up, right? And I didn't think it needed this explanation of, dude, you haven't been in a relationship in 10 years, right? You seem happy about this. I mean, after all, we know you have a girlfriend, shockingly enough, on and on. So those were those were the texts. That's the boss sending them. All right. So I get back from him again. If you're aware of something I'm not, please stop being so fucking vague. I have a show to do. Oh, I have a show to get ready for, laundry to do, and other errands to run. So if you could spare me the riddles, that'd be fantastic. Don't be a dick, Schmuel. To which I responded, it's all good. Talk later. To which he responded, no, don't leave a flaming bag of shit at my door and run away. Make your point, dude. And it was, if you know something, say it like a man with your chest. If you don't feel like talking about it, then don't send me fucking riddles in the first place. I'm literally dealing with a woman here. To which I responded, I don't know shit. You took a beating in the DV this week. You're in a relationship for the first time in a while. That shit has to be a drain. He called me the N-word in here too, I just realized.
Schmuel, UN.
Followed by, holy shit, this is about the dabbleverse ? Holy shit, you ends are so fucking autistic. And it says, if my girlfriend, because of how you fucking self-obsessed Spurgs view if my girlfriend is unhappy because of how you fucking self-obsessed Spurgs view me in your little internet bubble, I'll toss her in the street myself. Oh. Like, who the fuck views life through this lens? Get some mental help. To which I responded, it's about the numbers. Right? And you're fucking insane. I responded, possibly.
So okay. At this point, audience, he is busting his balls. I believe there was genuine concern from Schmuel, and what I don't like about MERSH'S response is that we're looking past the fact that he self-admits that it was a rough week. So to be shocked when somebody then says back to you it was a rough week, I don't get where the fuck that comes from, personally.
Yeah, it was like I said, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't really want to read the guy's DMs, but I just said point missed, and I said, and then I replied, and then after that I said, your show is best when you're in a good mood, and then it was like he said something about having a conversation with Brixton, and I went, doesn't matter, does it matter? I don't know who the fuck Brixton is, nor do I care. Mm-hmm. And then it's his girlfriend, and then he told me I was speaking on behalf of her, and I said I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I go, I'm speaking on my behalf. When it got worse, I told him to calm the fuck down.
Oh.
And I was like, it was a joke. I don't know you or your chick. Don't fuck it up. It was meant to get a chuckle, right? Based upon history and jokes, and this is what you do with friends that think that, or people that you're friendly with. I don't just go to guy a friend, but you've watched people fuck up. They talk about, this guy spends hours talking about every relationship that he's fucked up over and over and over again.
There's a classic advice. That's my mantra with women, is just don't fuck this up. So I get it completely.
Right. And I went, I just put, it was a joke, just fucking kidding. Or just Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know you or your chick. Don't fuck it up. It was meant to get a chuckle. I'm not some parasocial dude thinking we're buds, And then anyway, I was like, not sure where you're going. Not sure where you're going getting this speaking on behalf. And then it just goes on and on. And I'm like, I finally finished up with, you're reading way too much into this. Mm-hmm. I wasn't champing at the bit for anything. He was like, I wanted to champ at the bit to talk about this, which I didn't. And he's like, I said, I wasn't champing at the bit for anything. Everyone in this fucking universe is a mind reader. You sent me a DM last week saying you had a shit week. This week I saw you deal with Scarlett, Ralph, Melton, etc. The Ko-Fi thing was a joke. I wanted to do a dono and thought you'd find it humorous. Obviously, you didn't. My whole shtick is being the too caring old man. And then I call bullshit when I told you to stop. And it's just, oh my God, you know? And I'm like, because I brought up to him, bring Mersh to the chat. Yeah, bring Mersh to the chat. Or I'll send Mersh the link. But what do you call it? The whole, I think that we're talking about his view of himself is very different than the view that people have of him from the outside, right? Like, he may very well not have gone to Hackamania because Anthony Cumia was going. But it certainly looked to the rest of the universe that he wasn't going to Hackamania because he didn't sell any tickets.
Well,
and nobody really wanted him there.
It was a convenient out.
And then we fast forward to this week, and he's raging about Scarlett, right? He was raging about the Scarlett thing, and how he didn't care, and he never wanted her on his show, and I don't care, and we did so much for her, which is that not parasocial? I mean, you're getting all involved with somebody you've never met.
I think that you're right, and I think though that I have to commend him. I think it's a great decision to keep her off his stream, and I encourage others to follow suit.
You broke my heart, Dirty Jersey. You broke my heart. Mainly by including Granny. That's my main issue.
You know what? You weren't. I know that your ass was not going to bring this up.